Simsy, well, that's a great way of starting my video. Bill Simsy is known for creating some devilish, horrendous shell challenges in The Sims 4. And while watching her stream last night, she put up another shell challenge. Oh, the hashtag for this shell challenge is Simsy's Little Shell. So I'm gonna leave that linked for you below if you would like to try this out yourself. This one in particular, I thought in my head was going to be so simple. I thought to myself, wow, Sandra, you're gonna do such a great job of this. Don't even worry. Lil Simsy won't know what hit her when she sees your build. You can already see me struggling so intensely with the roofing of this because of that tiny little corner, that triangle thing. But anyways, I tried to overcome that with making this build very contemporary and very modern and very eco. So this is going to be a livable 1-bedroom house. I'm using quite a lot of the eco lifestyle pack stuff, which I think works really, really well in this. But it's just that one part of the roof, I kind of got very confused and I was trying to platform it. I don't even know if that's against the rules or not. But in the end, I actually did a very, very small, like tiny wall. So I know I'm adding walls, but I hope she doesn't mind. It's just to kind of frame the roof because I just couldn't figure it out. Another very exciting part of this build, the reason why I kind of wanted to delve into this is that the new growing together items, so the new wallpapers, as you can see me using them here, they're very, very nice. And I haven't done a proper build with the growing together pack yet. So instantly, as soon as I saw that shell, I knew it was going to be difficult. I was lying to myself, but I just wanted to try like a very, very eco modern build because a lot of the growing together pack stuff are very modern, very kind of, what's the word? Repurposed, recycled, upcycled. So reused kind of aspects, like you can see those kind of slates and the wood. It feels very new and modern and clean, but it also has that like recycling kind of feel. You can see these are the new windows from the growing together pack, and I'm honestly in love with those windows. And that particular triangle window, I still have a build in my mind that I want to do with that particular window. So a build inspired by one triangular window. That's going to be an interesting video title. Those windows, genuinely, they're amazing. And if you're thinking about buying the growing together pack, I know I'm speaking from a perspective of someone that doesn't have a lot of money to spend on these crazy expensive EA themed packs, but I think that in particular, if you are a builder, you're going to really, really enjoy a lot of the build items in this pack. So if you're thinking about getting the pack, one of the aspects that I would tell you that are good is the build and buy objects. Obviously, it gives you so much gameplay stuff in it as well. Like the infants, I know the infants was an update, but you really need the growing together pack to make the infants even more expansive and to make them work even better. I think that is one of the packs, to be honest with you, that has come out recently that I think is actually worth the money. I always get very cautious telling people you should or shouldn't buy a pack, but so far from my own personal experience, I do really, really like this pack. So you can see here, I've divided this house into a very, very small, a tiny bathroom and a small, but to be honest with you, spacious enough kind of sleeping area. And then this is the part that I just struggled with the most, the kitchen and the living. I think obviously this video is only like what, 8-9 minutes long, but in real time I think this took me about 2 hours to figure out to make it work. And I think I leave a little bit of my thought process in this video. I usually like to edit a lot of that out, but I just wanted to leave my thought process to kind of show that there was potential in this house, but I don't know, I was very confused at some point. So I am moving around a little bit of the windows, and in the end I managed to get a nice enough little layout in this house. So you know what, little Simsy, I think I did a good job on this. I think this shell challenge is called what's it called? Simsy's Little Shell. I think that's what it's called. I think she's going to be touring all these builds on her stream on Monday the 10th, I believe. So if you are interested in this build, I'm going to leave that gallery hashtag linked for you down below so you can try this challenge yourself as well. Because even though it's a very small build, I think the smaller ones are the more challenging ones, especially because you have to fit this mad layout like I am here. I think it works, but it is a bit hectic. I am truly, truly obsessed with that little glass gold table. There's quite a lot of gold accents in this pack, so very kind of contemporary. I'm obviously, as you know, as you've been watching my videos, I'm on this rampage of teaching myself how to build. So any kind of challenge like this, even if it's a very small one, actually especially if it's a small one because the smaller ones are harder, I like to really challenge myself with these builds. So anytime time I see someone like do a build challenge or, you know, a shell challenge like this, I always really want to try it because I want to get to the level of these creators and be just as good as building as they are. And I know that recently people have been going onto my gallery and saying that they do love my builds, and I don't know, I think those people are kind of crazy because I'm not very good at building. I'm very much so trying my hardest, and I guess I am learning. So with these challenges, the more I do them, the more I guess I'm going to learn. So if you are in the same position as me, if you want to get better at building, the one thing I can tell you is try those weird challenges that you may think so redundant and so like unnecessary to be doing these little shell challenges, and why do people even do them? I think if you are in a position like me when you're trying to learn how to build, it's going to teach you a lot about building, the structure of it, the interior design, the layout, everything, you know, even having a theme, picking a theme, it's all a part of like learning how to be a good builder. And I think things like this definitely teach me how to do it. I have a bit of an art background, so there's always these ideas flowing in my head, but it's just to make it work structurally, that's what I struggle with the most. So again, thank you very much to little Simsy. Even though she's torturing us with these builds, I think she's still helping us out a lot because I'm learning. So with the interior of this house, I wanted it to be quite dark, even though they say that with smaller builds you should always go for lighter, brighter colors, make it look wider, bigger. But I just thought that this house, I think the statement piece is the fact that it's small and tiny and clammy and probably very dark and dreary. But I think those kind of cozy vibes, I think that's what I was going for. I added a lot of gold accents because, as you can see, that is a main kind of feature of the Growing Together pack. There's a lot of gold accents, and I do really like that earthy kind of tone with gold and a lot of dark colors. I think that works really nicely for this build. So then with the lights, I like the way the lights are very industrial feeling, so that also adds to like that kind of gold dark aesthetic. And those lights in particular, I love taking out all the lights and turning it into dark mode and seeing what the lights are actually doing to the build. That's my favorite thing to do because it makes it feel so cozy and so lovely. So I'm just putting in a little bit of the lights, but as per usual, putting in my saucer lamps as well underneath the lights. That's a very good tip for you. Put the saucer lights underneath your actual lamp if your lamp is not giving you enough light. Working away on the outside, I couldn't fit a dining table inside the build, obviously. So I decided to do a little patio kind of area out the back. Again, I don't know if fencing at the top of the house is allowed to be added, but I did it to kind of create this little gazebo area, and I think that looks pretty cool. That's actually something that I learned over the years. I think it was from James Turner. He used to always do that in his builds, and maybe Deligracy as well, I guess. They used to always do that, so I always draw inspiration from the best, and one day I'm gonna be just as good as them at building. Trust me. Just you watch this space. I'm gonna be so good. Anyways, guys, so this is the finished build. I'm gonna give you a tiny little bit of a tour of the inside of the house. I think it turned out pretty cool. It has definitely a very edgy vibe about it, and I'd love to visit this house. I don't think whether I'd like to live in this house. I don't think this would be my cup of tea. It's very small, but I think the vibes are absolutely stunning, and I did really enjoy doing this build challenge. So thank you so much, little Simsy, for dropping this little mad shell challenge on us again. Thank you very much. I really do actually appreciate it. Let me know down in the comments if you are just like me and you're trying to teach yourself how to build. We can be together in this boat of learning how to be a pro Sims builder. We can do it together, guys. As per usual, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss my new videos. I also have a Growing Together Let's Play on my channel that is uploading every couple of days. I also stream that on my Twitch, so definitely go check that out. I can link it for you below if you would like to. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!